Once you have your letter written and ready for Santa Claus, all you have to do is seal it up and throw it in his special mailbox. On Wednesday night, cleanup crews were a little worried that with all the sweet-smelling yogurt lying around in the ditch, animals would be attracted to it and get in the way of I-80 drivers. But kids aren't just learning about typical farm tools. Stan Tiller says that drones are the future. The once green sandhills around Tryon are now charred and black, with fire crews rushing around the area trying to find hot spots so that they can keep the area safe. This mangled metal mess is all that's left of a semi-truck cabin after it was hit going westbound on I-80, where the crash sent 3 people to the hospital. According to state troopers, the semi-truck crossed over the median and ran right into the side of another semi-truck that attempted to swerve out of the way. The driver of the westbound truck was taken to Great Plains Hospital with severe injuries, while the 2 in the other truck managed to make it out with minor injuries.
This one over here didn't get hit on the cab, so those people are probably bruised and banged up, but that guy down there, he's got to be hurt pretty bad.
Around 8:30, the interstate was cleaned up enough that it could open back up to traffic, but Herb says that the crash will not be completely cleaned up until Thursday. Troopers are still investigating the crash, and we are still unsure of the conditions of those injured. We will continue to keep you updated through our web channel and on Facebook. Reporting near Maxwell, I'm Travis Robinson. This is Rosalie Hamilton, and if you attend Thedford UCC on any given Sunday, you'll see her playing away at the keys of the organ she sat at for 50 years.
There are good people here. Of course, there are a lot of good people in all the churches in Thedford.
Now, Rosalie is a modest person and doesn't like to brag, but the congregation will talk your ear off about how amazing her abilities are.
She is so talented. Mostly she plays by ear, but she does refer to the music occasionally and can play anything, anytime.
She doesn't even need sheet music for many of the classic hymns. She's played them so much, she has them memorized.
My piano teacher was unhappy with me because I'd play by ear some, and she said, you watch the notes, so.
Her ability to play by ear is increasingly coming in handy ever since Hamilton was diagnosed with macular degeneration.
I've had surgery, but on both eyes, but it didn't improve the vision.
Her sense of sight is slowly fading, but she's doing everything she can to keep playing as long as she can.
I'm not able to read music anymore much unless I have the large print and the bright light.
Even if she won't be manning the organ every Sunday, the congregation will gladly have her join them in the pews.
She's just kind of everybody's grandma, you know, the kind of grandma you would dream of having, that's kind and loving and there for you and just supports you 100%.
Until then, she'll keep playing as much as she can.
They say I can't quit, so I'll keep trying.
In Thedford, I'm Travis Robinson. Exothermic reactions. That's the first thing that comes to many children's minds when they think about science, but they might not think of them in the scientific term.
Fire. It was like...
It's an easy way to get kids interested in science experiments. The hard part is keeping them interested in science.
We hook them in with fire and explosions.
The Kids Club had no problems finding cool ways to teach different aspects of science by bringing in members from the Strategic Air and Space Museum to help out with Expanded Learning Opportunities Week.
They've rotated every 30 minutes through something new and exciting, and it's just been a really jam-packed day.
Tiernan Benelek says he loves fire, but he and his team found a new love for science by building the alleged fastest robot train in the class, which they've named
Robot Gary! He's like a submarine and he's from SpongeBob.
Even if their robot isn't really the fastest, Tiernan and his team walked away from the Science Olympiad with a new appreciation, which is the real goal of the day.
I'm really into science.
In North Platte, I'm Travis Robinson.